Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Disrespectful Truth Podcast. I am DJ Dyzell, and I'm here with my brothers JTM, Josh the Man, and Chancellor DuPont, Trump the Trump Troll. And welcome back to the podcast. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Follow us on all social media platforms at the Disrespectful Truth Podcast. Today's episode is very, very interesting. So just recently I was on social media and I saw a Facebook post about the movie Acrimony. Now everybody sitting on this couch has seen Acrimony starring Taraji P. Henson by Tyler Perry. And it sparked up a lot of toxicity on my Facebook page. People were saying that, you know, Taraji was wrong in the movie. People were saying that her ex-husband was wrong. So we're gonna give our thoughts on that and how men and women think or how they respond.
That's crazy.
How differently we think and how differently we respond to situations. So for those of you that didn't see the movie, which I'm pretty sure all of you have, it was Taraji played this young lady who was in love with this young man at a very young age.
You gotta say spoiler alert. You gotta give him a warning.
Oh, well,
spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert.
So basically, they fell in love young, and when they were young, he cheated on her. And him cheating on her led to her not being able to have kids. You just gotta watch the movie. But they ended up getting married. They worked through it. And he was an inventor. And he was trying to invent an engine that could run on its own. So for years and years and years and years and years and years, he was doing experiment after experiment after experiment. And Taraji was taking care of him. They lived in her mother's house. When her mother passed away, she left the house to her. So she was the breadwinner for almost 20 years of their relationship. So the movie takes a turn to where she gets to her wits end. Her family comes and tells her that she's stupid for still dealing with her husband, and eventually she divorces him. No, she divorces him. He begged her not to. She did it anyway. So right after she divorced him, his invention hit, and he became a gazillionaire. And what he did was he gave her $10 million and he gave her back the house that he lost during his inventions and money that he was spending.
How much he gave her?
He gave her $10 million.
$10 million is what he gave her.
In a check. Gave her $10 million, told her he was sorry, and gave her her mother's house back. Bought it out, cash, everything. So she saw that and was like, okay, we can get back together. But when she went to visit him, he had already moved on with somebody else. And that woman just so happened to be pregnant.
Like, she had that conversation in her head of, we can get back together. And
she didn't talk to him about it.
No, she tried to force herself back into this man's life. And he was already moved on, right?
Yes.
And I think I'll just fast forward a little bit. They went to court.
Yes.
They went to court. And even the judge said, this man gave you $10 million and bought your mom's house back. What are we here for? He didn't even have to do that. He didn't have to do that.
He did not.
But a lot of women felt like Taraji's character was in the right. Like, oh, she is old, all that. She was there for this. She was there for that. But she was also the person that said, I want this done. I'm ending this. You are free to go and do what you want to do. With her giving him that freedom, he didn't have to even come back and say, oh, here's 10 million. Oh, and also here's your, like, we could have just washed our hands of all this. And whatever happened, or whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So I felt like the movie was well done, because when the movie first started, I couldn't stand him and I thought he was unfair to her. And as the movie progressed, I was looking at her like, whoa, now you the one that's tripping. So I think Tyler Perry did a really good job in making you flip-flop your thought process on who you should be rooting for.
For real, like through the whole movie, I was like, this dude's a scumbag. And then when everything started going left and they got the divorce, I was like, wow, okay. And then when he got on his feet, when I seen he gave her $10 million, I was like, okay, he a good dude. And then got the house back. I said, okay, she should be happy with that. And it just goes to show you that sometimes money ain't the money. It's the lifestyle, or it's because she saw somebody else with it. She felt the way. Chance, what you think about it?
Like, is there a question or like?
No, what you think about the movie? Like, like your opinion. Like, what do you think about the movie? Do you think Taraji was in the right to feel away, or was she not?
I think they both was wrong and right at different times.
Well, anytime I watch a movie, I always try to put myself in their position so that I can try to relate to what's going on. But me personally, if you leave me, you're gone. I don't care about you or your sick mother or your dying children. You leave me, you're gone. There is no coming back. I don't think he was wrong at all. Taraji did not give him $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did.
He gave her $10 million. So why couldn't she just take that and move on? She wanted the person back. You can't have the fucking person back.
Well, you got to think about it, bro. She endured over 20 years of misery.
Don't nobody care.
Bro, my thing is, if you would have reversed that role and she ended up getting a lot of money and he tried to push himself back in her life, who's going to be looked at?
Oh, he would have been in jail.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all know, y'all know the double standard exists.
We know, and it's real.
Females are allowed to be. I'm sorry. Let me stop saying females. People take that as derogatory. Women are allowed to be emotional.
Female?
Man, people don't like you saying. Listen, bro. That's an episode for another day. Anyway, just trust me. Trust me when I say it's people that don't like to be called what their gender is. Like, oh. So okay, cool, no problem. We gonna move on from that. But
that's a topic.
I just feel like
but some of y'all hoes is very ungrateful.
Oh Lord. So you feel like Taraji was ungrateful?
Can't nobody say it and won't nobody call you, but I'm gonna say it. Some of y'all hoes is ungrateful. You ain't got nothing, and a man supports you, and then when you get on and he be done left you, and he try to come back, you don't want him back. Because you feel like you done leveled up and you can do better and you can find more and deserve more and you won't take him back, but you want somebody to take you back after you done left him. You left him.
Facts.
I would have slammed the door in your face if it would have been me personally. You get nothing over here.
Listen.
Here go your money. Here go your house. Go live in your house. Goodbye. And that's just that. Everybody don't see it like that. Some people are really fools. They would have took her back and put the new girlfriend out.
Nah, doc. That his new woman held him down. It was the reason why he was able to make that fortune.
Yeah, but let's not forget the fact that, and again, I'm pretty sure, a lot of women are going to point it out, that was the same girl that he cheated on her with back in the past.
And she couldn't have children because of him, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's a lot of emotional.
The emotional side is where they are. Where it's probably where they're focusing on emotionally, and it's like, well, if we want to talk about emotions, that man didn't want to leave her. That man did not. He did not want to
not to have a divorce.
He begged her not to get divorced. She was 10 toes down on business, saying, "Nah, we getting a divorce," and that's that. So that's why I say, no matter what the emotional side of it is, I'm gonna think logically on this. You said no.
But she also allowed her family to influence her.
Yeah,
and we can segue into that. Like,
that's she didn't love him.
That's what you mean.
She did. No. The reason why I know she did, dude, she put up with everything that she put up with in the beginning when we called him a scumbag.
Yeah.
So she did love him.
She loved him based upon the condition that he was going to get rich one day.
You really believe that?
She banked on that the whole movie.
No, she didn't. She said once, she said, baby, just avoid it. Just get a job and help me around the house.
Yeah. She did.
You tripping, bro.
She did.
She wasn't looking for that.
No, she wasn't loving him. I'll definitely say that. I'll definitely say love was there for her.
Was she a little deranged in her love? Yes, but I believe she loved him. I believe that. Like,
dude, the beginning of this movie and towards the middle is really a big depiction of real life, bro. Like, it's a lot of guys out there that'll cheat on you or whatever. And that's why I say women are very, very, I think the strongest creatures on the face of the planet.
Yeah, because they're not
cheat on you. Cheat on you, even hit you, like abuse you and all that kind of stuff. And women are still there giving. And unfortunately, they put their eggs in the basket of the wrong person. So now when they're done, the right guy could possibly come along and it's kind of like, I ain't got no more eggs left for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, broken. in this movie, you saw a vision of that. Like you saw in Taraji's character, she did that. She gave that man everything that she had inside of her. and he was kind of like a douchebag about it.
Well, when he became older, he wasn't a douchebag about it.
No, but I'm saying in the beginning, dude, from what, being kids? They were kids.
I think they got to 17.
Exactly.
Like
so they were kids and getting older, of course, naturally.
The part of the movie that really took me and I was like, wow, is when he got the first offer. And it was $800,000. And she was like, so you not going to take that? He said,
no.
Hell no.
What I'm trying to do is
more than that.
More than that.
And when she allowed her family to encourage, because she was going to roll with it. Because she really believed, she believed in what he was doing. And it's like, that's just like the devil. That's just like your haters to come and trick you out your blessing. Like, if she just would have stayed, she would have got the treasure at the end of the rainbow. She gave up.
But some emotions you can't undo. So once a person comes to the final decision that you're going to divorce me and leave me, and now that I have money, you're back. Why?
But she had every reason
to love me anymore.
But she had every reason to divorce him.
Fine. Get the fuck on. What are you back for? Why are you back now? You don't love me anymore. You divorced me after I begged you not to.
That's true.
What are you back for? What are you back for?
Well,
okay, let me ask you a question.
What do you want?
You know,
and I'm offering you the $10 million, and you still want to be with me. Why?
Yeah. But you know what she want, bro. Like, you know it. Like,
she wanted the lifestyle.
She wanted that lifestyle, bro.
I'm gonna give you that lifestyle in the form of a check, and you can.
You know what? That's facts. I keep forgetting.
You're not lying. I get you. No, listen, you're not lying. That's why I'm with you on that. Like, he gave you that $10 million check, and he bought your mama house back. So truly and surely, this should have been done. Over with and done with. But at that point, that's where I started looking at Taraji's character like, well, nah, you in the wrong. Because he didn't have to do none of this, and you can get that lifestyle that you want, and you can get it with somebody else, or you can get it with yourself. But I'm giving you for me, he's saying this is your part, like of you being with me, and I'm letting you know I'm not forgetting all the things that you invested into me emotionally and physically and mentally. Here's a check for that. Here's $10 million for that.
And you have the money.
Go away.
But unfortunately for you, someone else has my heart.
But that's where her character for me starts to go really left, where it's like I can't agree with you now. Like I couldn't agree with Taraji's character, because it's like, now you tripping. Leave this man alone. You ain't got no right to go into his life and do whatever it is that you're doing, because none of that belongs to you. He gave you what belonged to you. It's there. And he was actually very generous with it.
Was he?
He was, bro. 10 million?
Was he?
10 million?
So let me ask you a question. I'm going to trip you up. So how much money is Jax worth? Because she can't have none of them.
Nah.
Because of him.
Yes, she can. She can adopt.
No.
It's expensive. So now she can pay. Hey,
you saying the 10 million? Well, she literally lost everything to him, bro.
Understood.
She couldn't have kids. All of that. So I get why she was deranged, but you got to get emotional and be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I feel some type of way about this, but here's my consolation prize. Let me move on with life. What I think happens that them crazy people that live in her head, that the character was like, nah, we not letting him get away with that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Get away with what?
What
more do you want?
She wants it all, bro. She wants it all.
When you're in your feelings or in your emotions, as we like to call it, bro, you don't be thinking logically.
So let me ask you a question, D. What's your price range? If you say 10 million was enough, what would be?
I didn't say it wasn't enough. I'm just saying, like, I get why she was acting the way she was acting.
That sounds like we need to negotiate.
Yeah. Like, okay, you want me to go away? I get another 10 M's or something. Like, bro, she was tripping, bro.
Like, look, I'm gonna need another 20 mil.
And I'm gonna tell you what pissed her off even more. The other woman was pregnant.
She saw the other,
she was like, oh, so you can get this bitch a baby. But I lost all mine because you was cheating on me, and bro, that's a lot, bro.
I get it.
That is a lot. That's enough to make any woman go crazy.
So
don't care.
Oh God.
How much is it worth for the emotional damage?
Well, bro, to be truthfully honest, I can't answer that because I'm not a woman. I'm not emotional. I get it,
but I think that's the question.
I count my losses and get missing.
No, but I think that's a question to everybody who's on Taraji's side.
Like
how much would be okay for you to actually go away? Like, or is there a price for you to be able to actually go away? Because people that are hell bent on Taraji's character, I mean hell bent, where they think it's crazy of what we saying. How much is that price? That's what I want to ask everyone. So guys, in the comments, if you was on Taraji's side, give me a price. How much did that man get?
So there were women on that post. I gotta find it and send it to y'all boys. That was like, y'all niggas don't understand. She gave him
and that's
everything.
what I'm talking to. That's what I'm talking to. How much is everything?
We're not disagreeing with y'all. So how can he compensate her for all of those years? He's gonna take someone back who basically spat on him and said, "You ain't this, you ain't that." Like, what do you want to? What do you want to do? Because if she would have taken, if he would have took her back, he would have never got no respect. Like, yeah, I divorced you after you begged me not to. Mm-hmm. You was homeless. You was on, but you get on your feet and you supposed to take me back? Nah, man.
The relationship wouldn't even be the same anymore.
It surely would not.
That's the main reason why I wouldn't take you back.
Yeah.
It surely would not.
But that's exactly who I'm talking to. Guys, what would you want him to do if getting back together is not in the cards?
Because if I go broke, are you gonna leave again?
Dude, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Man, listen,
it's a lot.
You're not to be trusted ever again in my life anyway.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That like I said,
you either ride or die.
Watching that movie, I understand how somebody can emotionally lose it. But at the end of the day, that man gave you $10 million in your house back. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out how much higher do he need to step,
dude? Because $10 million, a lot of people don't make that in their life.
You'll never spend that in your life.
Yeah, so it's
if somebody just give you $10 million and you got a house that's paid for, it'll take you 100,000 years to spend that.
That's it. That's crazy. Like I said, I would adopt.
But I think because I think the money, she probably felt like was an empty gesture. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got the money, but what now? You done basically took my whole reason, and everything I need to do to live is already taken care of. And
he didn't take that reason. You let it go. You said to him,
facts. You know what I'm saying?
You said get out. You said leave me alone. Because whatever you so-called blaming me for taking from you, you could have still had it at the same time right now had you not gotten rid of me. When I begged you not to get rid of me. So whatever she about to say about you did this and you did that, you took this away from me. Now you took it away from yourself because I was still willing to be here. So you can still have it. But you can't have it because you got rid of it.
So Josh, would you have taken her back?
Hell no. I mean, nah.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Okay.
Nah.
Think about it now. It's the love of your life.
Nah, I can't.
The guilt wouldn't ate you up.
What guilt?
He was guilty. That's why I
was guilty when I was with you. I begged you to stay.
Right.
Begged.
Everything you trying to say that I should have inside of me, it was there when I begged you to stay. And I had to move on from that. You wasn't coming to get me. You wasn't calling me. You wasn't saying, baby, I made a mistake.
No.
I had to live through that. Just so happens, it wasn't that long before my blessing came immediately.
That's how God will do you now.
So
that's what he do it. He do it like that.
So what's funny is what they say with God, like, sometimes he got to remove people from your life.
You got to cut that fell off the steak.
You got to cut that off from the stem.
I mean, it goes back to what Chancellor said. Was she really loving him, or was she waiting for their big break? And that's what she was waiting. I don't think. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
It causes speculation because it's like,
but
now you want back in.
She loved him.
Now you want back in because the boat I was gonna name after you, I'm naming it after my wife now. Like, come on now, like
it's a wake up call for most women to kind of check themselves. So, ladies, if you're out there and you're living with your man, or if you're homeless, I'm gonna take it a step deeper. If y'all are out there and you homeless with your man, or y'all getting ready to get put out, help him take y'all stuff down the street. Because if you don't stick it out and you don't stay with him and you don't hang on and believe in the man upstairs, he gonna spin your ass around just like he did Taraji.
Yeah, maybe that's not.
No, he is.
No, because
he gonna show your ass that you cannot do good people like that.
I understand.
You have to believe in it, especially when you claim you in love, then stay in love.
Yeah, but the difference between that man and some of the men you talking about, that man had a dream that he stuck with. He had an ambition, he had a goal, so he had a way to lead her versus a lot of dudes that don't have no goals or ambitions, and you got women still following them. If he's not showing you there's a plan for you and that I can lead us out of this, you don't supposed to follow him. You don't know where he's going.
No, I am talking about people that actually
the ones
do
that
have
actually know.
dreams and goals and going through school. I'm not talking about you niggas out there that's living off of vouchers. That don't belong to you.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not talking about y'all out there that's doing drugs with your girlfriend, or if you're living with somebody that has a voucher that does not belong to you.
Chancellor,
This is for people that work hard to support their mate. And then a circumstance comes up where they get on, or they get rich or hit the lottery.
Can we redirect back to the movie? Like,
that is the movie.
That boy say vouch. Listen, for all my people that's on government housing, y'all better chill out because Trump in office. Anyway,
yeah, he about to take that too.
So, have y'all ever seen? What am I say? Ever seen with the way the Acrimony movie was portrayed? Like, now we got this thing where we got women against how the men feel and the men against how the women feel. Like, as a man in that situation, how would you have reacted to her coming back, trying to come back? How would y'all have reacted? I'm going to start with Josh. How would you have reacted? And be honest.
I think he played it as cool as he could.
Yeah.
As far as he didn't want to blow her whole life up, her whole spot up by, he didn't throw nothing in her face. He was just very, hey, look, you deserve this. This is for you. And I'm sorry that I couldn't, be the man that I was for you. And I mean, I don't think I could have handled it even better than he did. He did a good job. I would have probably did the same thing
with grace and got
class.
none. And got none. In return, got none.
Yeah,
he was nice.
He was nice about it.
How would you have handled the Chancellor
with
her trying to come back? Would you have been nasty? Would you have been nasty? Would you have tried to be as accommodating as possible, seeing as you understand why she's tripping or why she's trying to come? Like, how would you have responded? I know you wouldn't have took her back, but what would have been your initial response if you would have came in your living room and seen your ex-wife there? Like, how the movie happened. Like, how would you have responded? Because I think he handled it with absolute class. But you the Trump troll, so I don't know if you would have handled it that way.
Well, you know me personally as your best friend, I do not tolerate betrayal at all.
Wait. Remember, if you're him and you're trying to handle the situation.
Betrayal.
But he betrayed her first.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It does matter. I mean, an eye for an eye is not good.
It's not.
I mean, two rights don't make a wrong.
It doesn't.
I mean, two rights don't make a right or whatever.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
All that good stuff. But I mean, bro, you did cheat on her, and she did get her uterus removed because she ran her con to your jaw with you and your little side piece.
Yeah,
so
I can't.
You got to carry that.
Yeah.
Because that's your fault.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one time. Get your ass from in front of my door. And if you don't want to comply and take your $10 million check, West Palm Beach Police can help you get from in front of my door. You can do it the easy way or the hard way. Wait a minute, they was in a condo, wasn't they?
Yes, they was in a condo.
How did you get up here? Yeah. Whoever working security getting fired. You're not supposed to be up here. You're in my house. According to the law, that's a home invasion. You're going to jail.
That boy said, how did he get up here?
And if you go to jail, you can't spend the $10 million.
Wait, did she knock on the door or she was just in there?
I think she was just
in there. That's your doorman definitely got to get fired.
Oh, no, I don't play those types of games.
I don't think she was in there yet.
Did he let her in?
I think she, I got to see the movie again, but I think she came to the door and he let her in. And she walked in. I remember her walking in and being like, ooh, this is what we talked about. This is what we always dreamed about. And I think he was trying to stop her like, hey, he let her in because they was finna go.
Yeah, facts.
Him and the new girl was finna go.
Facts.
She was in the bathroom getting ready, or the room getting ready. He was already ready, so he let her in. She came in and she just started.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, she started going on about our life and da.
Okay,
he's
she
like,
let him in. He let her in.
Okay,
no,
so
but how did she? Like you said, how did she get up there? Like this is
doorman still fired. Like how'd she get up here?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, I'll take you as an example.
Mm-hmm.
You come home with your wife, and she's already in here, but she's getting out the car on her way to coming in the house. What are you going to tell her?
First of all, I'm gonna be like, bitch, duck, because when
Right.
my wife getting in here, we got white tile. It's gonna be red. Like, but that's a different situation. It's like if
That's the real life situation that can happen.
I mean,
with her already being in the house, we got a lot of questions. Like, how you already
how'd you get in here? How'd you get in here?
How'd you get in here?
Like,
Yeah.
no windows are open, all doors are locked. How'd you get in here?
I mean, dude, if we, dang man, that's
How did she know where he lived?
Because he said he was
gonna buy that.
He always said that was the building he was gonna buy. Oh, she knew everything. She knew, like, bro. Remember when she was on social media stalking them? She was like, "Oh, that's supposed to be my boat, or that's supposed to be," because they had their life planned out to the T, and everything that man said he wanted to do, he did it.
But she voided it out when she divorced him.
Yeah, man, that was horrible.
Oh man.
So
I think that's a lesson. That's a lesson to people to say, hey, if you marry somebody and y'all have been through the trenches together, man, you got to stick it out, man.
Let me ask y'all boys a question. Do you think we done got a divorce, right? Like I betrayed you. You know, I pretty much ruined your life up until later on when I found out that I actually succeeded. But before that, I ruined your life. Regardless, hands down, I ruined your life before that. So because I ruined your life, you divorced me. Even if I begged you at that moment in time, I was public enemy number one. You divorced me. Then when we're done, I strike it big. Do y'all think there's a chance for a possible friendship? And you talking to your new boo or your new wife saying, hey, look, I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for her. Is there any way we can have some kind of partnership or whatever? Like, you know, babe, can I give her this? Can I buy her that? You know, she deserves that. She deserves this. She was the reason why I'm here right now, even the way that it is. Do y'all think that that's possible?
No. A friendship, I'm going to go back to what I said in our last episode. Once you go past friends with somebody that you was actually friends with and you get into a situation or relationship with them and that person divorces you, that means they didn't believe that y'all could fix it. So there's no reason to try to. That's just my opinion. Like when you get a divorce, what friendship? Because if we was able to maintain a friendship, that means we didn't have to get a divorce. Because your relationship should be based off of your friendship in the first place. That's a lot of that's what everybody. That's not a lot of. That's what everyone messes up at. People get married and get in relationships because she cute or he handsome or he got money. When at the end of the day, your relationship is supposed to be built on a friendship first. So that I'm gonna end it with that. That's how, man. If it's over, it's over.
Okay.
If it's over, it's over. Especially if you wanted it to be over.
Yeah.
Ariel and Deborah said we can't be friends because I'm still in love with you. That's what that song means.
Well, with that being said, this has been another episode of the Disrespectful Truth Podcast. I am DJ Dyzell. This is my brother Chancellor DuPont Trump. And JTM Josh, the man with the plan, Mr. Handle It. We hope y'all enjoy. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, follow us on all social media platforms at the Disrespectful Truth Podcast, and we are out.